Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Till Death Do Us Pod with me, Tova Lee.
And me, Michael Lee.
I feel like my intro is so professional now.
Finally.
I know.
How long have we been doing this podcast?
It feels like years.
It's over a year now, isn't it?
Is it just over a year?
I know we rebranded it.
Rebranded it. The relaunch. Yeah. We did a relaunch. Hi, how are you?
Good to see you.
Very good
to
see you. Yeah, I just want to point out to all our listeners that in normal life, Mike never talks to me this nicely. I literally called you earlier. I was like, Mike, what? This is how you speak now. Earlier. Thank God I laugh. Makes me laugh. That's why I call you, by the way, 700 times a day. Just to hear you go, what? Yes.
Oh,
but I'm in a better mood today, I have to admit.
Why is that?
No, like compared to, last weekend when I stood above my bin and stabbed the cupcakes because I was actually so angry.
Does anyone out there know about this?
They know because I told people on the stories. And not a lot of people actually wrote back. So I think people are very worried.
A lot of cupcake lovers out there.
Yeah.
Offended.
It's true, though. Some people are like, but why did you throw the cupcakes?
Yeah, they're perfectly edible.
For those of you who do not watch my Instagram stories, how dare you? Yeah. But also, I was really upset on Saturday. I'm having like real anger issues at the moment. This is how I cope with 2020. And the kids were just really driving me crazy, like proper driving me crazy. I don't even remember what they were doing.
I'd like to say that what one breakthrough I've noticed today is the no hat. Tova went through a phase, and I don't know why, I'm not a psychoanalyst. Tova went through a phase of wearing her kind of woolly beanie outdoor hat everywhere inside. She went to bed with it. Yeah, she'd get up, she'd watch TV wearing it, she'd work with it. I thought she was having some sort of mental breakdown.
First of all,
and I'd like to see, maybe that's still to depress you because I see you feeling better. The hat's gone.
No, the hat helped. Maybe the hat made it better.
Maybe that was the sign.
First of all,
a coming out, a coming off of the hat.
I am having a nervous breakdown. I don't know how many symptoms do you need to see for you to actually understand that I stabbed cupcakes.
Yeah.
I mean, I stood above my bin and took a wooden spoon and stabbed those cupcakes repeatedly. And I just want to say, Mike was actually
Mike, you went a bit Irish then.
Mike was actually blowing the leaves off our driveway. So he was using the leaf blower. Yeah. And the noise was drowning my mental screaming. Because not only was I stabbing the cupcakes, I was screaming, nobody's going to have the bloody cupcakes like that. Yeah. Well, I felt better for it. What made me feel the best, by the way, was your reaction when I told you about it. Because I was like, there was a side of me going, he's going to judge me. I'm going to have to defend my craziness, right? And he just looked at me and he went, I bet that felt great.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it did.
Who would else love to, stab food products?
So nice.
So anyway, so what are we doing today? We've got, it's December.
It is.
It's you know what was incredible?
It's the season.
Again, I don't know if you listeners out there. Tova put the Christmas tree up in beginning of November?
Yeah, well, September.
No, but it was beginning of November. It was incredibly early. And I generally don't like that. The lights everywhere. You brought me in last week when you put more up. Yes. I think I said the lounge is turning into a Thai beach bar.
Yes.
There's kind of all these little fairy lights everywhere. They kind of all I'm missing.
Or a landing runway.
All I'm missing now is a watered down pina colada and Bob Marley blaring out of some sort of Phuket bar. But sorry. But what I noticed today's December. We're recording this on the 3rd.
Yeah.
It was incredible. 1st of December, taking the kids to school. Boom, the Christmas music has started.
On the radio.
Every channel, put another one on. It's not really, it's literally like by law, December the 1st, that's it.
I also feel like Christmas came early this year. Everybody's like in the Christmas mood. You are literally the last one. Although you did announce the other night that you were going to buy lots of cheese. Remember what happened to me last Christmas though? We're supposed to be recording like a year of review and not our Christmas special, but I just want to say last year I developed candida over the holiday season. I wonder how many people understand the inside joke here, but anyway, I do feel like your cheese was the blame for my made up candida. Yes. So I have to pace myself this year, okay?
I'm merely thinking again, if you're not in the UK, we're in London. We're tier 2.
Yeah.
So the sort of second lockdown finished this last week. All shops reopened. So I think Christmas coming, something to do, whatever. I want to nip out and get some artisan cheese. Anyone out there that runs an artisan cheese shop, get in contact.
It's your need to say artisan.
Yeah, artisan cheese.
That is so annoying.
I know. That's why I said it. I'm in the market for some cheese.
Okay, stop now with the cheese. Okay, anyway, so today's show is not the Christmas special. Today's show is a year in review.
Are you meant to do that at the end of the year?
Well, no, because this is one of the last 2 episodes till we take a break.
Okay.
Because, this podcast doesn't just go on and on and on until we
Feels
die.
like it to me.
It does, doesn't it? No,
Maybe do one around my deathbed, how old I am. Literally that'd be genius. My last breath is live on the podcast.
That is not even funny.
That'd be incredible, wouldn't it?
It's not funny. So anyway, year in review.
Yeah.
And as I look back at 2020,
are we reviewing your year specifically?
No, we're going.
The world?
No, the world. Which
the world.
is basically, I'd like to warn anybody listening to us right now that this is going to be the most depressing episode.
It won't.
Ever.
We'll try and make it fun. Let me guess.
Okay.
Let me guess. We haven't started talking about it yet. I'm assuming coronavirus has cropped up.
I mean, what? Corona who? What are you on about? Yes. So the year started kind of like, I guess, on an optimistic note when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle decided to quit the royal family.
Was that nearly a year ago?
Yeah, in January 2020.
Wow. Oh my God, I completely forgotten about that.
I thought that was like a good start to the year.
Mexit,
however, when you think about it now in retrospect, you go, oh my God, maybe that was the first sign that 2020 was going to be a bit of a wow type of year.
I don't know. My instant reaction is thinking about that now with what we've all been through is who gives a toss? I mean, really?
That's so true.
We're going to Canada. Go already.
That is so true. Who gives a fuck? Like, if that happened now, if they had timed it differently, nobody would give a fuck. Like, if they in April would have said, we're quitting, everybody go to just fuck off. Like, who cares? They probably wouldn't be able to get to Canada, by the way, because there's no flights. But anyway.
There was Mexit, and then there was Brexit. Again, I mean, barely mentioned all year.
Totally.
Last January was when the UK was kind of, sort of leaving the EU. Still things to be signed. No one actually knows what's going on.
No.
We're nearly, what are we now? We're December now. Have we left? I don't know.
I don't know.
No one knows. Again, because of coronavirus, no one kind of cares. We suddenly realised.
It's so true.
Suddenly kind of realised that there's bigger things to worry about. People's health.
I know. Okay. Well, that was January. That was all quick. That was all we have to say about January. And then in February
was a great month for you.
February was amazing. My book finally came out. Sorry, this is going to be so self-absorbed. Was there any actual world thing? No, the book came out.
That was the world news.
That was it. The world news was my book came out, and I went on tour to America, which was really fantastic and great. And then coronavirus hit. Didn't it? In February.
Kind of. I think because you're away.
Wait,
and
the end.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the end of our review. That was a great episode.
Yeah, but I do remember it was kind of end of January, February. The Wuhan stuff. Started coming out. I think most people in Britain and America were like, it won't affect us.
It's the flu.
They've had avian flu. They had various things over there. SARS. It's not going to affect us, is it? It's someone else's problem. How wrong we were.
Yes. Wow. But that's kind of when shit hit the fan. And then when everybody was like, this is so awful, March came along. And I don't know if you remember, but March had the big fires in Australia. I remember sitting there watching the news going, I don't understand. Awful. Like, there's an epidemic and there is a country literally going up on flames. What could possibly be worse? Famous last words.
But for those who listen in Australia, it started the September before.
Yes.
But the world really kind of started going, we need to start reporting on this, despite Wuhan and all that, because it was just unprecedented.
Yes.
Wasn't it, the bushfires?
Yes. No, it really was. And, meanwhile, obviously everything with the coronavirus was also happening. I came back to the UK and we went into lockdown.
Yeah, so March
was
lockdown.
The official first lockdown here in the UK.
We started early, didn't we? We took kids out, a week before?
Well, we did, a week before, And life, literally as we know it, changed forever. Forever. But the good news was the sun was out. So March recorded the best weather the UK's ever had in March.
Well, there was no clouds.
Well, no.
But you're right. I mean, what was incredible, you were sort of going back looking at the year. And again, I must admit, I have no recollection of this. I never heard about it. I never heard about it since. Apparently in April, because maybe the news was so coronavirus. In April, the Pentagon released UFO videos and no one cared. It was
I didn't even know that.
Apparently they were old videos and they were called Unidentified Aerial Phenomena. The footage wasn't new, but it was basically leaked. Basically saying, effective US government officially recognises UFOs, and no one even picked up on it.
Wow. You see Meghan and Harry again, going back to Meghan and Harry. This timed that really perfectly. April was also the month that Trump kind of hinted that we should be drinking bleach.
Oh, that's that whole bleach.
To sort of bleach to help us to fight coronavirus. I know he didn't actually say that, but he did hint at it or make it sound like potentially that's the way forward. So that was April. I also feel like April was the month where this isn't on our pages, but it just came to me. What's his name? Oh God, the guy who does the workout in the morning. Joe Wicks. Yeah, Joe Wicks.
Joe Wicks. Yeah,
Joe Wicks became the nation's person.
He personally messaged our kids.
He did. He was very lovely. Thank you, Joe. Yes.
What did you do again?
I don't remember what I did. I just messaged him on Instagram, and very nicely he messaged back, and he sent us a personalized video, which I thought was very nice of him.
He was wearing clothes, in case you wondered. It wasn't that kind of video.
Damn it!
It wasn't a dick pic.
It wasn't. No. Yeah. But you did that every morning with the kids.
I did. And it
throughout
lockdown. I know it was meant for primary school children, but I must admit, I really struggled with it.
It
got to the stage where the kids stopped doing it. It was just me. Why are you doing stuff? And I was doing quizzes for 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
What's the capital of
How
France?
many? I know.
I know this one. I know. That's what I was reduced to.
I know.
Basically May, June, July, not much happened.
No,
really.
well, May was the whole Black Lives Matter protest in America and George Floyd. That, again, I feel changed the world forever. Like, but when you think about that happening in the same year, actually, of coronavirus, it's so big.
Well, I was going to say, going back to Mexico and all that, that's one bit of news and process of demonstration that has continued to stay in the news.
Yeah, totally.
I know footballers in the UK still take the knee.
Yes.
Things like that. So that's one thing that hasn't just gone away like we've forgotten about it. And hopefully it will remain in the news and at the forefront of what people do.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then, like you said, I think that June, July were just blah months. Like, I don't remember anything significant happening in those months. We just literally sat at home and then realized how much weight we had put on in March, April and May. I mean, that's when it hit me. It was 3 months of constant eating and drinking alcohol. Literally nearly every single day. The gin binges, because going back to the weather, it was lovely weather. I mean, March and April were so sunny. All we did all day was just drink booze out in the garden.
And it would kind of start early.
Yes. Every day it got earlier and earlier.
There's that great, I don't know if you're out there, maybe too young, some of you. There's one of my favourite comedy shows, 40 Towers, with John Cleese. And there's a character called the Major, and the Major would come down to the bar at 6 o'clock. That was the time, 6 o'clock, old boy. Or is it? Or 6 o'clock? And since I've been drinking from the age of, 16, 17, I've always had 6 p.m. because of that programme as, can I have something before 6? No, it's not 6 o'clock yet. Wow. That went out the window.
Oh, yeah.
That went out the window. It's like a lunchtime little snifter.
You're so right, because usually people say, especially with moms, like having a sneaky, Pinot in the evening, it's like, it's 5 p.m. somewhere, it's 5 p.m. somewhere, and suddenly it became, it's 12 p.m. somewhere, it's 12 p.m. And suddenly it was like, who cares?
I didn't wake up and have a drink.
No, but I did drink a lot. Yeah, much more than I ever do drink, because I don't really drink unless I like drinking when I go out. I'm a social drinker. Like, I'll go out, I want to get like a buzz and all that, pissed. But it was just this desperate drinking throughout lockdown. It was like
to numb the pain.
And also it was almost like you felt like it was like a way to make up for how fucking shit you were feeling. It's like, I deserve this drink, just like I deserved all the chocolate cakes and carbs that I consumed during those months. So yeah, that was the month when it hit me.
August in the UK, and we only did it on the last day, was the whole, which was a bit bizarre, I think, the whole eat out to help out thing.
Wait, but August they eased the lockdown, right? I can't remember when lockdown finished. Was it July or August? I can't remember. But they eased it. Meant
you could go out and eat. And to encourage people, they did this thing whereby Monday to Thursday it was 50% off food. And it was a big success. I mean, so half the UK government was saying, don't go out if you don't have to. But look, half price burgers.
Yes.
So it was all a bit bizarre. We did it once at the end when we went to Chinatown.
I don't remember what we did, but we did. No, we did that. Yeah, no, but of course we went, but we also got away. Like I feel like
we did.
We were quite lucky because we managed to get away a little bit, and we went to Cornwall and walked around with our masks, amongst everybody else in their masks, and it was sort of like nice to feel a little bit normal, but not entirely.
But it's weird that you said that, because that was the first time we went out properly and did all that, and you were very scared.
I was.
We went to St Ives. It was a bit too busy. We're like, let's go to the back streets. Now it's just the norm to do it.
I know.
So many people are like, I'm not wearing mine. Oh, it's ridiculous.
Well,
you just get
depends
used to
where
it.
in the
Just
world.
do it, for God's sake.
There's a whole debate about masks still going on
I know,
in
but
parts
it's
of the world.
just, look, even if you don't believe it, there's not proven. Just do it out of respect to other people.
It's
just
true,
a
though.
Purely respect thing. If people out there want people to do it, I'll do it for them.
It's true though about the whole like getting used to stuff, because now that the UK's been we've gone from lots of restrictions to less or whatever. Now they say, oh yeah, well actually now you can go out, have a drink with a meal. What I'm saying is like they give you a little bit of freedom, and it feels now, oh, this is amazing, this is so nice, just like so grateful for the tiny bit of it. So it baffles me like how quickly we've gotten used to just not having any freedom, and anything that's given us now, we're so grateful for it. Anyway, but that was August. Another thing that happened in August, which maybe doesn't sound very significant, and maybe at the time most people wouldn't have thought about it, but it was Biden who announced on August the 11th that he had selected Kamala Harris as his running mate, which I think is actually quite major, because she's going to be hopefully, I think, the first female vice president, and maybe one day the first president even of the United States. And if I've upset any Trump supporters by saying that, then I apologize, but I'm so happy. I don't know.
You're stating facts. She will be the first female vice president in the history of the United States of America.
I know. And then another yes, that was honestly one of the best things.
Even if you're not a Democrat, who cares? It's incredible.
It's true. Because let's face it, there haven't been a lot of good things in 2020. So when something nice happened, I feel like we need to focus on it for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. September.
September. It was my birthday.
Oh yeah, sorry.
We all remember that wonderful day. Yeah.
It was right.
What happened to say? I can't remember.
I mean, what I want to say also this year, I don't know if you agree with me, but like we've all tried to find reasons to celebrate. So like Easter, they were like everybody was like, oh, Easter, or September was Rosh Hashanah. So it's like, oh, maybe this will signify like the new year. Nothing worked. And I feel like now everybody's waiting for it to be Christmas and the New Year, because everybody feels, okay, the morning of 2021, it's going to be better, and I just feel like we're all going to wake up in 2021 and realize it's not. So anyway, what happened in September though? Huh? Hello?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Oh. So Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the Supreme Court Justice, passed away.
Yes, 87.
Age 87. That was sad.
Yeah, I mean, I'll hold my hands up here, because obviously I'm not in America. I'd never heard of her.
Oh, really?
I'd never heard of her before. When she died, I then looked back and read about her, and I think it's a documentary on Netflix. I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know she did this. But I must admit, beforehand, not a clue.
So I did, but you know how I knew about her? I knew about her initially from the girl's book. From Rebel Girls. Yeah. So she's in the book.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I knew of one of her famous quotes about how, being asked how many, female Supreme Court justices would she be happy to see in the Supreme Court. And she went 12, I think, is the number that there is the total. And people went, well, watch, but there's been 12 male and nobody ever raised an eyebrow. So why couldn't there be 12 female? I hope I said that correctly. But anyway, that always stuck with me, how we don't even realize, like, we don't think that way. And that's such a progressive way of thinking, you know? Absolutely. Why wouldn't there be all female? So anyway, that was September. October. Are you going to say anything? Or
October
no?
was your birthday. There was... Before the second lockdown, you had a little party when we were allowed to. We moved it, didn't we? Did we move it a week earlier?
Yes, a day. We moved it a day earlier.
Yeah, we moved it to do that. Then we went away for a couple of days, didn't we?
Oh, yes, we did. We went to Sandy Bowls.
I beg your pardon?
It was Sandy Bowls.
Oh, this is...
Yes.
Yeah.
What? No, it was.
Yeah. That was nice.
Yeah, and you told our kids to pet a wild horse in a field, and it bit them.
Well, it bit one of them.
It bit one of them. Yes, quite hard, actually.
Yeah, should be fine.
I have the video to prove it. Okay, I do have the video. I wonder if we can insert the video just for you guys.
A child being bitten by a tiny Shetland pony or whatever.
Everybody watching on YouTube, I'm going to try and do that. Anyway, November, we're getting to the end of the year. Biggest news of November has got to be the U.S. election.
Of course it
U.S. election, which also makes me laugh.
God, that dragged on, didn't it? Bloody hell, that dragged on.
That system's really annoying.
Wow. It went on. The recount. I think they're still counting now, aren't they, somewhere?
Are they? Oh, my God.
I think so.
Seriously?
My goodness.
Do they know who won? No, I'm kidding. But... you know, it's funny what you said, again, going back to Harry and Meghan. I do feel that everybody was quite happy to now focus on the U.S. election, because I feel like everybody's got like coronavirus overload in a sense. Like, can we just have any other news?
It was true.
Any other news?
Again, we were glued to
don't care.
All the news channels with all of it. We were.
You know what the world needs?
Love.
Yeah, but you know what else? The world needs another giraffe giving birth. Remember when the giraffe gave birth? That was like the famous giraffe, and they had like a camera, and it was like live, just showing. No, but do you remember? And everybody was like watching it and waiting for the giraffe to give birth. That's what we need. We need some sort of giraffe or something like giving birth. They just people need something else. Yes. So the U.S. election.
But it was, it was very, very exciting. I mean, again, whether you're American. Whatever your politics were, it was something very exciting about it. And then again, well done, democracy.
Yes, it was the biggest turnout in terms of voting in America in 120 years.
Amazing.
And Joe Biden won. And by the way, I did a video after he won. To be honest, it was kind of lucky because we wrote a whole song, me and Reno O'Connor, about Biden winning and, well, more about Trump losing. Yes, open the Cabernet.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, oh, God, if he loses and actually Trump wins, then I'm kind of fucked. Because what a waste of this whole video. And people loved the video and also hated the video. And a lot of people commented and said, well, he hasn't won yet because they're still counting. So now he has. So that's that.
And then we're into December.
Yeah, wait, but before, the biggest news, I think, of November, in our family at least, has been the addition of Pepper into our family. Yes. My baby. I don't call her Pepper, by the way, in real life. I call her the baby. Really? Where's the baby? Is the baby here? Oh. She's my baby.
Very nice. I mean, the other thing, we're doing a kind of review of our review of the year or whatever, is let's be honest, the amount of television we've sat through.
Oh my God.
I'm sure all of you out there during lockdown watched, whatever your channel of choice is. But my God, we watched everything. I
mean, we watched everything on Netflix. We really did. The one show I regret starting to watch, and I know this is going to get us a lot of controversy, I know. But honestly, was This Is Our Life? No, The Way We Were. What was it called?
You don't know what it's called.
What's it called?
This was us. This is
us.
Amazon Prime.
I like Amazon Prime, by the way, but This Is Us this is painful. Like, it was just...
a lot of hate mail now.
I know. People love that show. They love that show.
But, we watched it from the beginning. There's how many seasons?
100,000 seasons.
So it wasn't like, we've been watching it since the beginning. We kind of binge watched it. It just got quite depressing.
So depressing.
Is anything nice and happy happen in this?
No, nothing.
But my favourite things were, just in case any of you out there haven't seen them, We loved The Undoing, Nicole Kidman, Hugh Grant.
Yeah, just watched that
on
very recently.
HBO or Sky Atlantic.
Yeah, that was good.
Only 6 episodes. That's what I like.
Nice.
6 1 hours, done. End of program. There's not a sequel. Done. Great. Move on. Queen's Gambit, Netflix. Highly recommended.
Really good.
Is this what you're going to say each time I say that?
Yeah.
You're going to go, great, yeah. It's like 2 old women. This is going to be your input. This is it. All I hear when I say just, I love it. This is it.
At least I don't answer you when you call me what?
Okay, British comedy drama, I May Destroy You. Michaela Cole, highly recommended.
Yeah, wow. Forgot about that one.
Any fans of sport, The Last Dance, the American sports documentary.
You just had to get that in there, didn't you?
Was wonderful. Unorthodox Netflix miniseries.
Very nice.
Short, Miss America.
Oh, Miss America. Mrs. America. Yeah. The Social Dilemma, which is a documentary, really good.
Succession as well. If you haven't seen that, Succession.
Basically, we're going to name all the shows on Netflix now.
We've got another
because
4
we've
hours.
seen all of them.
It's 4 hours of just mentioning titles of TV shows.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes. But we do need new ones now, so if you can send some suggestions.
Yeah, we've literally run out of Netflix series.
Yeah.
But what's our criteria? You're very specific.
Yes, I don't like violence. I don't like anything that's like iffy with children. I don't like that. And also, to be honest, when most
you don't like anything subtitled.
I don't like horror. I don't want any of that. No, I don't like subtitles. And to be honest, I don't like. I'm sorry, but I don't like anything that's just like mainly men. Written by mainly men. I don't like it. I like female driven stories. I do. Mike's basically watched everything there is with women and about women.
So basically all we're left to watch with you is the Golden Girls.
Yes.
That's pretty much it.
I love the Golden Girls. Didn't you love the Golden Girls?
Yeah,
come on.
The old program.
Anyway, that was good. I feel like we've made 2020 seem a bit more bearable. So
have we?
I feel like we have.
No, there was some good stuff on TV and films.
Yeah, and
kept us going.
And Harry and Meghan left the royal family. So there you go.
Exit.
Yes. Okay then.
That's it. That was a whistle stop talk.
Well, thank you so much for being here and for listening.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for your feedback. If you do get this show on iTunes, please subscribe. Leave us a review and say nice, because that does encourage other people to listen. And again, in Estonia was still like number 2 in Estonia.
1, going strong.
In parenting. Thank you.
No idea why I'm parenting, but thank you.
Talon, we love you.
Also, though, if you watch this on YouTube, come over to iTunes and subscribe. And if you're listening on iTunes, come over to YouTube and watch us. And that's it. Okay, till next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.